All right, guys, what is up? It is your boy, Deluxe Man. Welcome to another live review. I am doing, of course, Monday Night Raw, WWE Monday Night Raw for July 6th of 2015. We are 2 weeks away from Battleground, which is, I believe, the 19th of July. Let me just be sure about that. It is the 19th of July. So, as I let guys filter in, because this is what I do every single time I do my live reviews. Want to get your thoughts. Tell me how you felt about Raw down below. And in the middle of this podcast or this live review, I will read your comments. I will comment about them. I love interacting with my fans. And, it'll be a fun time here. So as you filter in, give me your thoughts about Raw down below. And of course, I need to plug this on my Facebook so people know that I'm having a live review. As I let people filter in, I don't really have a topic for this week. Usually I would have a topic to talk about when it comes to wrestling. I could talk about my new mashup. I am bringing back the WWE mashups. I just did one on the New Day on my second channel, Deluxe Man V2. So check that out. I'm going to do my best to do a new mashup every single Monday. Going to try. Don't hold me to that. But I will see if I can bring that back. I miss doing mashups. I stopped doing them because of, me being let go by WWE. I just kind of lost the passion to do it. But you know what? The bug bit me. So I'm going back to doing mashups. And in other news, Austin Aries has rejoined Ring of Honor. So people are telling me that because he joined Ring of Honor, he won't be going to NXT or WWE anytime soon. I wouldn't say that, guys. You never know. I mean, Samoa Joe landed in ROH before he signed with NXT. So you never know, guys. I'm just saying. Never say never. But, there's my topic right there. I just want to talk about wrestling in general. And, back in the day, I used to think wrestling was so segregated that you had the ROH fans and the TNA fans and the WWE fans and, insert wrestling company here, fans. And I just felt back in the day, it was so stupid how you would have such segregation in the world of wrestling. We're all wrestling. Yes, there's different flavors. There's different types. There's different presentations on wrestling. But at the end of the day, whether you're WWE, NXT, TNA, ROH, maybe GFW when it gets its audience, but New Japan Pro Wrestling, PWG, Lucha Underground, AAA, wrestling is wrestling. And so if you watch a certain product, you're a wrestling fan, in my personal opinion. But just because you watch WWE, it doesn't make you less of a fan if you enjoy that more than ROH. And when I see people talk about, man, Austin Aries is making a mistake going to ROH. No, he's not. Okay? I believe if you're fans of, not just ROH, but fans of Austin Aries, you'll follow him wherever he goes because he's a good performer. He's a great athlete. He's a great wrestler. So, I wish him the best. If he decides to come to WWE NXT, awesome. I'm just happy he found himself a job like I knew he would. And yeah, that GFW video is coming out a little bit later. I didn't get a chance to do it this weekend, but it is coming out this week. So look for that. I think we have enough people here. So let's go ahead and get started, should we? So, Raw tonight. I don't know, guys. Okay, I'll say it like this. Usually, Raws over the last few weeks have been like the first 2 hours, solid, good. And then the last hour is crap. This week, it was the opposite. The first 2 hours were kind of meh. First hour was kind of bad, honestly, because nothing happened. It was a repeat of the show last week. But the main event was excellent. Excellent main event. And I'm not going to lie, guys, looking at the show last week and looking at it this week, it's pretty much the exact same show, just flipped around in a few spots. It really kind of is. And we got Brock Lesnar. Think about that. We got Cesaro and Cena last week. Paige fought the Bella twins and Alicia Fox last week, but she fought Brie Bella this week. No one came out to help her. Ryback fought... Who did he fight last week? Did he fight last week? I don't even remember. Well, Big Show and Ryback and Miz have been having matches with each other, and it hasn't been really advancing anything. We got Roman Reigns and Sheamus again, like we haven't seen that before. So it feels like we're getting the exact same show, but there are small parts of it that they do better, and then other parts they do worse with. So, you know, as much as I would like to say things are getting better, they're not. However, I will give credit where credit is due when I get to those segments. So with that said, let's kick things off with the opening segment. We are live from Chicago. Always a great crowd. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. I can't forget about this because this is very important to my fans and me. Over here, like me on Facebook, subscribe, like, and of course, donate to my Patreon. If you would like to improve the viewing experience here on Alyx Man's channel, please donate to my Patreon. And a shout out to Mr. William Abert, who recently donated, and I appreciate you, man. Your money is going to a good cause, so thank you for that. But if you like to donate to my Patreon, please go to www.patreon.com/DeluxeMan. It's right there. All right, now let's get into the show. We kick things off with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman cutting a really, really awesome promo. Are you shocked? No. And it almost feels like Paul Heyman is there to retcon any mistakes the WWE creative team does. That's what I feel like. I feel like he purposely goes out there and takes all the mistakes that they either forgot to do or don't or do, you know. And he just, in one promo, takes it, makes it feel like gold, and then gives it back to us. Like, you thought this was bad? Let me tell you, it's not so bad. And Heyman is awesome at doing that. Everything he talks about, everything he does is all about selling the match. And man, did he sell the hell out of Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. And what better way to do it than by telling it like it is, man? He calls Lesnar a god of destruction and says that they made a mistake by provoking Lesnar. You know, now Lesnar doesn't just want the title anymore. He wants to obliterate and destroy Seth Rollins. Now it's personal. Before, you know, breaking the streak, beating John Cena, beating Roman Reigns, that was just about him winning a match. That was about him being a champion. Now it's more than being a champion. He wants to destroy Seth Rollins, making it personal. And then he says, Lesnar is not going anywhere. There you go. Opening segment. Then we move on to some Photoshop photos of Kane in Hawaii. Yes, guys, I know it's a joke. Yes, guys, I'm not supposed to take wrestling seriously, but this, to me, kind of crosses that line of, all right, we're doing this to be funny. It's a joke. You know, and it goes into a territory of, this is childish. Does that make sense? This is childish even for children. I'll even say that. I guarantee you kids went, he's not really in Hawaii. Who would believe that? Who would think that's a joke? That's not even funny. If you're gonna do Kane in Hawaii, why not just make a set with Kane in like or send him to Hawaii actually, or maybe a beach somewhere, have him take pictures on the beach, enjoying himself. Don't Photoshop it. That's just ridiculous. That's not even funny to me. I don't even. And people on Twitter were getting on me like, well, Alyx, man, you're taking it too seriously. It's like, you know, this is the kind of crap I was talking about, where they give you stupid stuff and then you say it's okay. No, fans need to stop doing that, okay? This was stupid. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I'm not going to say it hurt the show. Actually, it kind of did. Okay, maybe I am saying it. I'm not going to say it's the worst thing ever, but I am going to say that it was stupid. Because it was stupid. That's telling it like it is. It was stupid. Wrestling shouldn't be stupid, okay? Wrestling should be compelling. Wrestling should be fun. Wrestling should be entertaining. This was none of that. So I'm going to call it like it is. The Photoshop photos of Kane in Hawaii were stupid. And whoever came up with them should be slapped. Period. Then we got Ryback versus Big Show. I feel like I've seen this match too many times. And I have. But I will say, Miz made it a lot more entertaining. Miz was outside the ring wearing his get-up. But he was like the director of the match. The guy was calling spots. He was providing commentary. When Ryback was beating up Big Show, Miz would support him, rip his leg apart. Come on, Ryback. Come on, Ryback. And then when Big Show was beating up Ryback, one more time. It was cool. It was very entertaining, and I liked seeing Miz obnoxious and crazy like that. So, believe it or not, Miz was the most entertaining part in this match. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying that in 2015. But yeah, and he was making me laugh. Miz was making me laugh in 2015. I don't think that's a good thing, but it's a reality. But yeah, I seriously laughed at Miz during this segment. Anyways, Miz interferes again, and it ends in a DQ, which, whatever, it's lame. I will say I like seeing Ryback and Big Show beat up Miz afterwards. And then Ryback clotheslines Big Show. So that was fine. I can't really say I didn't like the segment. It was decent, but nothing really got advanced here. It was fine for what it was, but what has it done? What did it do? Nothing. Just like the next segment did nothing. Brie Bella versus Paige. Again, Paige is fighting the same three people. Only this time, it's not Alicia Fox. It's Brie Bella, and the same things happen. She beats them, or she loses, and they beat her up. Where's the advancement here? And, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I was hoping the WWE would just stop doing. Matches, and that's it, okay? You got to have more than just matches. There has to be some heat. There has to be a storyline. There has to be a purpose. Oh, the storyline is the Bellas are taking over the division, and Paige is obviously not doing a very good job of, you know, doing it by herself. She can't do it by herself. That's the storyline, and she needs help. Well, what does that tell you when, think about this. What does it tell you that the Divas division is so incompetent that they really don't care that much to the point that they will allow someone to get bullied and beat up and not do anything about it? So they just pretty much turned the entire division heel, just like that. Like, out of all the main roster divas, none of them are coming out to help her. So what, an NXT diva or NXT female wrestler has to come up and save her now? That makes the Divas division look completely worthless. It really does. In the match itself, it was whatever. Brie Bella beat her because of distraction. It was just, the Divas division just sucks. It's just stale. It just lacks a lot of intrigue. It's almost like since they stopped using Naomi, it just stopped being interesting. It really did. I mean, we saw her tonight, but she just watched the match and did nothing. So what, we have to, yeah, we might have to just wait until Charlotte and Sasha Banks comes up, like I said, because that's the only way we're going to take them seriously, because clearly they don't care about the Divas unless they're on Total Divas. That's the reality of the situation, unfortunately. Then we got Roman Reigns versus freaking Sheamus again. And it ended the exact same way. Bray Wyatt comes on the Titantron, but it was different. But it was essentially the same match. He fights Sheamus. He's a lot more energetic. He's a lot more aggressive because of the storyline, and I like seeing that. Roman Reigns, by the way. But we've seen it multiple times, too many times. And when fans see that, they go, why should I watch? Nothing new is happening here. We got CM Punk chants. That's how you know the match wasn't doing it, when we got CM Punk chants. But Bray Wyatt's music hit, and then we have what seems to be Bray Wyatt come out. Roman Reigns exits the ring and attacks him, and then it's revealed to be a fake. That's cool. You know, I like seeing mind game stuff like that. You know, we don't get a lot of that, and we need to see more of that with Bray Wyatt. And I love seeing that with Bray Wyatt, by the way. So, and he comes to the Titantron and says, anybody but you, and Roman Reigns loses by countout. So at least we got an ending this time. He actually lost the match by countout. Cool with me. Now, for this storyline, like I said before, for Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt to really start hitting that emotional level that we need to hit, we got to do it. We got to get his daughter involved. Otherwise, it's going to feel like an average feud. An average feud where Roman Reigns beats up Bray Wyatt, and then what? Nothing. So you introduced the daughter into this feud, WWE, so now you have to capitalize on it. And listen, to the fans complaining about, the X-Men is going too far. No, it's not. How is it going too far? Any G-rated movie or PG movie, kids get kidnapped all the time. Well, maybe his daughter don't want to be involved. Then why did you involve her then? So, no, okay? Don't get mad at me for wanting the best out of a storyline that they created, okay? They introduced his daughter into the storyline. So I'm taking what they introduced and making the most out of it. Don't get mad at me for doing that. That's me expecting the best out of WWE. You can't get mad at me for that. And if you are mad at me for expecting the best, something's wrong with you. I'm sorry. So, yeah, man, they just got to retake that to a new level. Oh, and Randy Orton returned. He took out Sheamus with an RKO. Okay. I guess we're going to do Randy Orton versus Sheamus. Oh, God. We'll see. We'll see, man. I'm not really excited about that one, but we'll just have to see. Okay. Rusev versus... No, not versus. Excuse me. Rusev and Summer Rae have a promo. Nothing new. He comes out and complains about how he hates America, yet he's dating it. Isn't that weird? He hates America, but he's dating an American. Summer Rae is she? I'm pretty sure she's American, unless she's... No, she's American. Well, I'm just going to assume she's American. Maybe I thought she was Canadian. But, yeah, well, he comes out saying his usual shtick. And, of course, Lana is worth this now. Summer Rae's a better woman. Summer Rae, treat him like a man. Treat him with more respect. And then Ziggler comes out, and then we get a repeat of, I love her. She's gone from you. Blah, 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 blah. But as a twist, this is one of those things I was talking about where we're doing the exact same segments, but they do it better. Rusev beats up Ziggler with a apparently broken ankle. He's beating him up with the crutches, and then he takes the ankle brace off. He's healed. Rusev is healed, ladies and gentlemen. He is back to being able to wrestle, I suppose. So he then proceeds to beat the hell out of Ziggler, super kick him, and then Lana's like, no more, stop it, don't hurt him no more. Summer Rae grabs her by her hair and tosses her out of the ring. I was like, damn, Summer Rae, that was crazy. And they got heat for it. I love the heat. I love that Rusev was able to really garner some heat from this. Ziggler tried to fight back, but ultimately he gets one of those crutches and jams it into his throat, and then he gets stretchered off to the hospital. Ziggler is now in the hospital. We have some sympathy for Ziggler and Lana, and then Rusev, Rusev here is a heel again, Now, some people are thinking that Ziggler and Lana deserved it. For what? Ziggler didn't really do anything wrong here. Now, yeah, I get the whole idea of, well, Ziggler knew Lana was using him to get back at Rusev, and he was cool with it. And he should have known that Rusev would kick his ass. Which, yeah, you're right. If you're looking at it that way, I can somewhat see it. But still, it's one of those things where it's like, but you got Summer Rae. So it's like, I'm like, but you got Summer Rae, so who gives a shit? Didn't you just say that Lana doesn't mean anything? It would be one thing if Rusev didn't care, if it didn't have Summer Rae, and then he did it. But you got Summer Rae now, so it's kind of hard for me to really buy into it, that the whole idea of that he had it coming to him. So I don't know. I still think Ziggler and Lana are a good couple. I still think that, maybe, okay. I see them being a good couple, and I want them to be a good couple. I'll say it like that. Maybe they're not a good couple based off of the booking. How about that? But, hopefully, as time goes by, like I said, they take my storyline ideas. Ziggler's hurt. Here's a perfect opportunity to really show us what kind of a good couple they are. Lana's with them. Lana should show him affection. She should support him. Next week on Raw, Summer Rae, I'm gonna kick your ass for taking out my man. You know, something like that. Maybe when we see her next time with Ziggler, she dresses down more and more. She gets a little bit more casual. She shows the effect of Ziggler. She shows us that they are a couple. We need to see this stuff. We need to see storytelling, okay? Believe it or not, this was one of the best parts of Raw. I look forward to seeing what they do, because now that Rusev is healthy enough, we can now go on to possibly doing Ziggler versus Rusev at Battleground, and then probably doing Ziggler and Lana versus Rusev and Summer Rae at SummerSlam. Let's see what happens. It could be good. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and I need to address this as well, because fans got on me about this on Twitter. To the fans that are telling me the feud with Cena did not hurt Rusev because look at him now, he's fine. Guys, don't do that. Don't live in denial. Don't do that. Don't pretend that feud with Cena did not hurt Rusev. It did. He is nowhere near as prominent, strong-looking, and over as he used to be. He doesn't even look nearly as strong as he used to look as the Russian Brute. He doesn't. Okay? So don't sit here and tell me, don't sit there behind your laptops and tell me that Cena didn't hurt Rusev, because he did. Now, if you're going to get technical with it, the WWE hurt Rusev using Cena. Okay? But that feud with Cena did hurt him. Don't sit there and tell me it didn't. Don't live in denial. Okay? And don't throw stuff at me like, well, you said he was going down to NXT. That was clearly an over-exaggeration. I was clearly joking with that. That was supposed to exaggerate the idea that he looks like a joke. You know? Now, I can see as a performer that Rusev is a good enough worker to keep himself relevant, which I like to see. I'm not saying that he can't recover from what Cena did to him. I'm not saying that he can't recover. But let's not pretend that Cena did not hurt him in that feud. That feud with Cena did not hurt him. Cool? All right. Then we got Bo Dallas versus Dean Ambrose. And this was a fun match. I like seeing this because, first off, it's new. But it's a lot easier for me to enjoy these matches because we have two characters that are well established. And they're over. You know, of course, Ambrose is over in Chicago, but Bo Dallas was over as well. We had like a, what was it? It was a Let's Go Ambrose, We Believe chant in Chicago. It was loud. So, you know, I want to see him do more with Bo Dallas. I want to see him, I can't believe I'm saying this, maybe go after the freaking Intercontinental Championship. I would like to see him actually beat Ryback. Wouldn't that be something if we had Bo Dallas beat Ryback for that championship after he's held it for a while? And then we can do Neville versus Bo Dallas and maybe Bo Dallas versus many other people, man. You name it down below. But, yeah, let's see more of him, man. Ambrose is cool. I don't know what they're doing with him. I hear they're going to do Kane versus Ambrose at Battleground. Yuck. Yuck. Big time yuck. But, you know, this was fun. And then we got King Barrett versus R-Truth. Or, excuse me, King What's Up versus King Barrett. Trash. Worthless. It was stupid. Hopefully it's over because King Barrett finally beat R-Truth. Done. Not saying anything else about it. All right, guys, I have reached the halfway point. So I am now going to read your comments. So if you have, actually, let me pull it up really quickly because I want to be sure that I read everything here. But yeah, guys, this is the part of the show now where I actually read your comments and I check out what you guys have been saying, how you felt about the show and everything like that. And hopefully, yeah, some good ones here. Was Cody Rhodes Stardust there? Nope, he was not there. He's on a break right now. Cody Rhodes is on a break to mourn the death of his dad, Dusty Rhodes. So don't expect to see him back for a while. That's for sure. No Kane equals a good Raw. Not really, but it's good to not have Kane on Raw or on our TV set as much because, dear God, you guys most likely don't realize this, but Kane has gotten the most TV time out of everyone on the show for the last, I'm going to say, if not half year, half few months. It's ridiculous. He's gotten more TV time than he needs to have. It's really annoying. Really annoying. It's nice to see a main event without the Authority. Yes, isn't it? Isn't it? Two questions for me. I want to know, did you see when Lesnar wrecked J&J Security's car? I did see it. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Will you buy the new WWE 2K16 video game? I have to look at it first. Most likely won't, but we'll see what happens. I'm not into any of the WWE video games anymore. The last one, and I've done this 10,000 times, but I'm going to do it again. The last WWE video game that I bought was one of these things here. This is PlayStation 2, by the way. This is the last one. That's it, 2007. I did play 2008. I rented that one, but after that, quit altogether. But 2007 was the last video game I played, and sorry, I can't get into the crappy graphics that the recent ones have. Crappy in my personal opinion. That was a video game that fell behind the table. Yeah. Talk about John Cena dating Sim. Yeah, I watched that. That was weird. Entertaining, but weird. Nothing else to say about it. It was just weird. I can't say anything else. They don't give a crap about the Divas division anymore. And they won't give a crap until the right people come up. Until they're forced to give a crap. Turned off Raw after 5 minutes. Came back at the end and didn't regret it. Keep up the good work from Australia. Oh my God. From Australia? Thanks, bruh. A few more. Raw nowadays really is just another show. Years ago, every Raw, oh yeah, Raw is on. Can't miss it. Now it's just like, oh, it was on Monday, just so lackluster. Yeah, used to be must-see, now it's whatever. You know, you can make complaints about why that is. You can say it's the internet age. No, it's because your show lacks quality, period. That's what it is. And are you going to play Arkham Knight? When I buy my PS4, absolutely. So hopefully that happens. Oh, this was nice. I hope you get AIDS. Yeah, and I hope you have a nice life because your comment is removed. And that's what I do with all. That's what I deal with all the time, guys. Okay, I'll read the rest of your comments at the end of the show. So keep them coming, guys. Let's get back to the show, the review actually. So Seth Rollins decides to be that idiot in horror films that goes after the killer. You know, in any Friday the 14th, oh my God, that's like you. I don't know what movie that is. And any Friday the 13th movie or, you know, slasher film, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street, whatever, Halloween, you always have that one idiot that's like, I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of that monster. I'm not scared of him. I'm going to confront him like a man. And then he gets killed. That was Seth Rollins tonight. When he said, I am going to confront Brock Lesnar head on, I was like, you are an idiot. So here comes Seth Rollins and his fancy new car that he brought JJ Security last week. And, you know, gets on the microphone. And then he calls himself the undisputed future of the WWE. And then says, Brock, are you a beast or are you Paul Heyman's bitch? Yeah, now you have to die. And that was my thought. I'm like, you know, Rollins, it was nice having you, but now you had to die. And then you see Brock Lesnar come out with Paul Heyman, and he gets a box on the other side, and then he gets out 2 big axes. And I'm just like, wow, he really is going to kill Seth Rollins. No. He gets out 2 axes, and then he goes to this nice car that Seth Rollins bought. You know, that nice car that was just calling out for Brock Lesnar to break it and destroy it. You know, it was just saying it. It was calling for a week to be destroyed by Brock Lesnar. So the car finally got its wish. Lesnar goes over to it, inspects it, and then proceeds to destroy that son of a bitch. You know, gets the axe, breaks the windows, destroys the hood, destroys the doors, and he then rips off the door from the car and then chucks that bitch. He just, chucks it. And then I watched the video. Some of you don't know this, but that hood, the car door, not the hood, the car door flew into the crowd. And it hit a little boy in the face. There's a video on it going around Twitter right now. He hit a little boy in the face with that car door. It was crazy. Now, someone did catch it, and I think the boy's okay. He doesn't have a concussion or anything like that, but he took it. head on, and it was nasty, but it was awesome. I feel sorry for the kid. I hope he's doing okay, but that was awesome to see. I'm sorry, I'm just morbid like that. And then J&J Security, of course, goes after Lesnar because they're stupid. He breaks Jamie Noble's arm after he broke his rib, so I think he realizes I'm not doing that again. And then he freaking belly-to-belly suplexes Mercury through the hood, not the hood, the freaking windshield of the car. It's really crazy, the front window. It's nuts. And then he takes off his shirt, gets into the ring, and Rollins runs like a fucking bitch. He gets the hell out of there. He was like, nope, I'm not messing with you no more. I'm just like, oh, so now you realize what the hell you're dealing with. And I'm like, no. Remember, you broke his leg. You hurt his leg, remember? Why aren't you so tough now? You hurt his leg. He's injured, remember? It was awesome. This is WWE's way of retconning the beatdown they did 2 weeks ago, because he just looked like a freaking beast. And he just completely no-sold. He just no-sold the build. Like the beating he got 2 weeks ago, it didn't happen. He just no-sold it. So it was, that segment was a complete waste of time. That's how you know it was a complete waste of time, because he came out not injured. He was just okay. God, but that was great. That was cool. Lesnar showing up on the show is always good. It brings a new feel to the show. He's a attraction, and just got an awesome chant from Chicago. Chicago loved Lesnar. A suplex C chant, suplex him, stuff like that. Wherever they said it was good. So great segment. Then we got Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. Love the New Day. Check out the mashup if you haven't seen it. Until X-Men V2, it is awesome. And Lucha Dragons are over. They were over as hell in Chicago. It was fun. Kalisto is awesome. Sin Cara is awesome. And Titus O'Neil on commentary. They had primetime players on commentary. Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. Titus O'Neil is, calling the match. And JBL says something along the lines of, man, what school did you go to? They're not so smart down there in Florida. He's all like, well, you know what? I have 2 degrees, JBL. What the hell do you have? And I was like, oh, my God. God. That was, he just completely owned JBL. It was, if I was able to do, my freaking best disses of 2015 video, which I can't because WWE completely banned the series. I can't do it no more. I could have talked about that. Yeah, the WWE banned disses, the best disses of 2015. I can't do it no more because, I don't know, they just don't like people promoting their freaking sport anymore, but whatever. But yeah, guys, I would definitely put that on there. That was crazy, And I like how the match ended too. New Day was on the outside. Then the Lucha Dragons actually flew outside, suicide dive. Big E catches Kalisto and suplexes his ass on the outside. And then they pick up the scraps with Sin Cara, beat him 1, 2, 3, and then they go into Battleground with some momentum. Cool with me. And then we got what is, to me, one of the best, if not the best, Raw main events of the year. John Cena comes out to a loud John Cena sucks chant. Of course, it's Chicago. They don't like Cena. And then Owens comes out. Of course, John Cena cut his typical promo. It's the same Cena promo you've heard before. Oh, you guys hate me? That's okay. I like you, and I will never give up. The champ is here. Come get some. That's essentially the same promo he cuts every single week, which is okay because he has great matches. So Owens comes out, says Cena sucks. He's sick of him repeating the exact same promo every single week, and he wants, not only does he want to take the title away from Cena, he needs to take the title away from Cena. This is personal now. And then Cesaro comes out and tells Owens that you robbed me of my shot last week. I'm taking this shot. And if you have a problem with that, I will be your problem. Owens just leaves. Surprisingly, just leaves. He just leaves. Yeah, he just left, which was kind of like, all right, that's weird. Yeah, okay, he's going to come back at the end of the show and probably beat him up, which is another thing that was weird. I didn't like that. I didn't like that Owens came out after the match and Cena just FU'd him or attitude adjusted him, and that was it. But I'm not going to make too much of a big deal about it because he just got right back up and just exited the ring. It just pissed him off. That's all I did. oh yeah, you hit me with it, but I'm not down. I just got right back up and entered the ring. You just pissed me off. Now I'm really gonna hurt you. So it's one of those things where it's like, I didn't like it that it ended up that way because Owens is a badass and he should do more stuff. But at the exact same time, not a big deal because Cena needs some momentum. He needs some, you know. Let's talk about the match. Cesaro versus John Cena, man. You know, people tell me that I take wrestling too seriously. They go out of their way to make it seem like I am out of my mind for complaining, for having a standard, you know, instead of taking the good mic work approach and just not really caring all that much what they do with the storylines and just being happy that it's alive. And that's not me, man. That's not me. I can't be the guy that just accepts mediocrity, okay? Yes, you're alive. Wonderful. But you should be thriving. You should be doing better. You should be making stars. You should be growing. You should be making money. You should be, you know, breaking records. You should be drawing a big audience. You shouldn't just be okay with whatever, mediocrity, okay? I don't want the wrestling business to just be alive. I want it to thrive. Good mic work wants it to be alive. I want it to thrive and get better and actually be awesome. That's where we are, okay? People want me to think like that. I'm not that. I'm this over here. I want it to thrive. So because I want it to thrive, I am going to pick out fires. I'm going to expose the problems. I'm going to talk about the problems, and I'm going to complain about them until something happens. And one of the main problems that I've had with WWE is how they've been treating Cesaro. You look at Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli. You look at this guy. You see him being big, strong. He looks like a wrestler. He looks like someone who can beat you up and tear you to shreds. You know, he has an awesome look. He has almost like a movie star look. You know, the only thing that hurts him is his talking. You know, people might say, well, he doesn't talk very well. Does it matter? It doesn't. Well, okay. Yes, talking matters. Let me rephrase that. It doesn't matter when it comes to Cesaro because he makes up for it in other ways. He just, and you know what? He doesn't even talk bad. You know, he talks okay. He's good enough. He can get across his point. Tonight, he wasn't that bad. He wasn't. He just got across his point. And I didn't really think he was bad at all. But, you know, you would think this guy would be someone the WWE would push, would make into a star, would try to at least get the most out of. And he's been in the company since 2012, and I feel like they've done barely anything with him. And the stuff that they've given him, the small stuff that they've given him, whether it's the gimmick with Lana, not Lana, what was that other chick? Oh my God, I forgot her name. She was a diva. She used to be here. Okay, when he was speaking 7 languages, that was his gimmick. Even though that was kind of weird, that was actually kind of getting him over just a little bit. And then he became an anti-American. Don't get that at all. And then he got a yodeling gimmick. That was stupid. But then he got the stuff with Jack Swagger, you know, the We the People, which got him hugely over. And then he went to WrestleMania 30, won that Battle Royal, and crowds were like, man, fans were just, man, he's ready. He's going to be a main event player. Then they screwed him up with Paul Heyman and blah, 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 blah. And then they put him in a random tag team with Tyson Kidd, which he also got over. So it's like anything this guy does, despite him getting crap, he's still managing to make the most out of it and get over with it. So it was a long time coming for me to see Cesaro have this match against John Cena and not just have a match, but kill it. He had an excellent match with Cena. People are saying match of the year candidate. Yeah. And you know something right now? I'll say it. John Cena, this year alone, as the U.S. champion, is having one of the best years he's had as a wrestling competitor. As an in-ring competitor, as an in-ring performer, this has to be one of, if not the best year that John Cena has ever had. Since the Royal Rumble, since that match with Lesnar, Rollins, until now as the U.S. champion, he has been having excellent matches. Just excellent. Like, the lowest quality matches he's had was against Rusev, and even those were, like, terrible. They were decent and okay. But for the most part, all his matches this year have been excellent. And this is good. I love the fact that he's let loose a little bit, that he's starting to get outside that box of the 5 moves of doom and show us that, you know what, I can have good matches too. And I love that. I think that's awesome. But I love even more that finally, Cesaro is getting a chance to shine. Last week was an excellent example of what he can do. I think Vince and Vince and Kevin Dunn, whoever's running the company, they all just said, you know what, fuck it. You know, ratings were terrible last week. What have we got to lose? Cesaro, you're in the main event with John Cena. And damn it, did they kill it. Awesome spots from both sides. Went 30 minutes. The longest match we've had since HBK and Cena in 2007. Yeah, it was long, but it was awesome. It was great. Recommended for everybody to go see. This was a star-making performance. Now, to me, Cesaro was always a star. But this match is, without a doubt, the match that really solidified Cesaro as a legit competitor, as a prominent fixture in the WWE. Now, no matter what they try to do, fans will always see Cesaro as a guy to take seriously in the WWE. I might even say at this point, if you have that kind of quality match with Cena, you might as well be a main event player. Might as well be. I would love to see Cesaro versus Seth Rollins for the championship. Why the hell not? At this point, I could buy it. I would love to see it. Why the hell not? Man, shit, why not? Why can't we see that? Cesaro versus Seth Rollins for the championship and then lead that into Brock Lesnar versus Cesaro? Brock Lesnar versus Cesaro, man. Man, just think of the quality matches we can have with Cesaro in the main event scene as a baby face. Crowd loves him. He's over. The brass ring gig, him and Tyson Kidd. What else do you need? Okay, tonight was the night that solidified Cesaro. Like the WWE could never take away WrestleMania 30 from Daniel Bryan. Never. They will never be able to take that away from him. Cesaro, this was his night. Okay, this was the night that fans will look at and go, yeah, he's serious. Why aren't you pushing him? Because now if they try to push him and not take him seriously, fans are going to go, why aren't you using him? Why aren't you using him? Like Neville. Right now, Adrian Neville, fans, well, it's Neville, not Adrian Neville, because fuck first names. But right now, fans are like, why aren't the WWE using Neville more? Because you had an awesome match with John Cena, and now he's not really doing anything. And fans are now starting to get a little bit loud about Neville. And they should. Just like they've gotten about Cesaro. Point is, guys, complaining works, okay? When you complain, that means you expect better. Well, when I complain, it means I expect better. There are fans that complain just to complain. I'm one of those fans that complain because I want the company, I want the wrestling business to thrive. And I'm pointing out fires, and I'm giving you ways to fix them and how they should be fixed. And when they do something stupid, I'm going to say it's stupid. If that makes sense. But Cesaro, he was made tonight. This was a star-making performance. And if WWE was to even try to not use him seriously, they would regret it. They have to now find something for Cesaro to do. They have to. They got to. So let's see what happens with Cesaro going down the way, because you would have to think now it's like, okay, they can't just have him fight random people. No, he has to do something. He has to. But great, excellent match. And that was Raw. You know what? Looking back on it, man, let's look at this. We have Lesnar and Heyman. Good promo, good segment with him and Seth Rollins. We got the stuff with Lana, Rusev, Ziggler, and Summer Rae. That was cool. And you got the main event. Yeah, that's... You know, I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like despite the good stuff, to make it at least watchable, it still kind of felt like same old. So I'm gonna get heat for this because I'm pretty sure people are like, this is an A show or a B show. No, it's not. It's still a C show to me with a great main event. It's a C show with a great main event. So if I was doing pluses or minus, I would say C plus. Absolutely C plus if I was doing pluses or minus, but it's still a C. Still a C, guys. But think about this. In 2015, Claudio Castagnoli and Kevin Steen are fighting over who gets to fight John Cena. You ROH fans must be ecstatic. You must be like, oh my God, where have we come from? Yeah, man, it's cool. It's really cool. It's good seeing that stuff. But, okay, that is my review on the show. I'm going to give that a C. I felt like, on average, it really didn't, the show itself didn't really do anything different. You get me? It didn't. We got some stuff that was better than last week, but same stuff, nothing's really changing. But let me read your comments really quickly. Really quickly. Okay, let's see. Hey, I've been watching wrestling for 18 years. Awesome, man. I'm in my young age and I still got it. Okay, man. Cool. You know, I'm happy you're still a wrestling fan. Keep that up. Hopefully you're still a wrestling fan when you're older and having family, you know. They're probably going to have the best discs on the network. They probably are. I thought about that too. Someone told me the reason why they stopped me from doing it is so they can do it and then have it on the network. I swear, if they do a promo for best discs of 2015 or these previous years, I am going to be mad. I'm going to be mad. I am. I swear to God. Cesaro really is a star. It's a shame that WWE took this long to let him shine. Right? Right? Took him way too long. Way too long. My opinion on a great storyline for Cesaro. Okay. Unretire the European Championship. Have him feud with Rusev. We can do that. Give him a push, but also shows if he is truly ready to compete with the main event players. You can do that. That's giving him something to do. I'm not mad at that. Would they do it? No, but it still works. Cesaro should feud with Owens going into SummerSlam. You know they're going to do Cena and Owens. But I would love for it to be Cesaro and Owens. They should do that next. That should be a feud we should see next. Moral of the story. Don't let Brock throw shit. No matter how far he is from the crowd. Yeah. Well, that's what they get for paying him. Lesnar would do whatever the hell he wants because he can. That's why he's there. You say Cesaro can't talk, but neither can Lesnar. Yeah, you're true. Thank you for proving my point. Thank you for proving my point. Yes, Lesnar can't talk, but he is the main attraction. So before anybody says that you need to be able to talk to be a star, look at Brock Lesnar. Yeah, he has Paul Heyman, but can he talk? Exactly. Oksana. Thank you. Oksana. That's who Cesaro was with when he first came to SmackDown 2012. I completely forgot about that. Oksana. Fanku. Let me see here. If it wasn't for bad booking, Cesaro would be dominating the WWE champion. Yeah, he could be. I can buy that. More Oksana chance. More Oksana. Thank you. Oksana. Thank you. It's Oksana. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Dean needs to turn heel. No, he's not going to turn heel. He's not going to do that. I cry when wrestling sucks. I am sorry about that. I am very sorry. The perfect commentary team. Titus O'Neil, Kevin Owens, and Renee Young. And then someone says, what about Miz? No, that first one was actually kind of funny. So, isn't Kalisto from Chicago? Is he? If he is, wonderful. Bo Lee got a reaction. Yes, Bo Dallas got a reaction because he's awesome like that. One more. Anyone got a link to that Twitter video? I'll retweet it in a second. I will. I'm gonna retweet it in just a second. So, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here. Oh, wait a minute. This one's interesting. Deluxe for the people complaining about Reigns' daughter. In this PG era, we had Kane push Zack Ryder off the stage while he was in a wheelchair. And we saw CM Punk dump the ashes of a dead legend on The Undertaker. And that's not PG at all, guys. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to this Raw review. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. But as always, like me on Facebook, subscribe, well, yeah, subscribe and like me here on YouTube. And of course, donate to my Patreon if you would like to improve on the viewing experience here. And guys, I'm going to end it right here. Thank you for tuning into the show, and I will catch you next time in my next video or review. Your boy, the Lex Man, signing off. Peace.